What's up, guys? So this is kind of like a follow-up video. I just installed the magnets on the catches, and since this one seemed like it was kind of not firing as fast as the blue one, I took the detent off, my little PEX pipe homemade detent. I took it off of this one. I shaved it out with the Dremel a little bit. So I have this like I used this on the TCR when I was messing with the TCR, but it cuts off like huge chunks of plastic all at once. So I just took the detent out and just kind of reamed it with that bit over there. So when I was pushing the balls through, the steel and the plastic ones, which are kind of large, like they're probably exactly 12.7 millimeters, they were going through pretty easily. And the aluminum balls, they're probably like 12.6 or 12.5 millimeters. They're almost just falling through like with gravity. So I feel like I might not, with this detent that I have in here right now, I might not be able to use aluminum balls on this one. I'll have to see. But what I want to do is use my HPA tank. This one has about, I haven't shot anything out of it since the last video, so this has about 1100 psi. If it runs out or if it runs low, or if I notice my shots going lower and lower and lower, I'll switch to my CO2 tank. This is a 20 ouncer. This is topped off, so this should be doing full power, and I'll know if it's slowing down because I'm obviously going to keep getting lower and lower numbers. But this one was 244 highest pressure with the CO2 cartridge. This one was 256 highest pressure with the CO2 cartridge, and these both do not have the CO2 restrictor in the handle, which is like a power kit piece. And this is how they are. This is exactly how they were from the last video. And then my my TR50 is on timeout over there because, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that thing. Some of the magazines seem to work fine, and then a couple of them kind of just spin in the drum area. So I have to look at videos and stuff. It's only been like 20 minutes since my previous video I just showed. So I'm going to pause the video, hook up my MCS tank adapter, because you need this to be able to attach an air tank to the bottom of these products, and the same for the TR50 and a couple other of the Umarex T4E product line. But if you don't know what this is, it's like $35. It's from mcsus.com. I think they have a UK website as well. But yeah, it basically lets you use an airline, or an airline like this, or I can attach like this air tank. I wouldn't do it because it'd weigh so much, but I could straight up attach this to the handle. But it would just be this ridiculous looking big old air tank attached to the handle, and it'd weigh a lot. So I'm going to throw this in my backpack and have this airline attached to it. I've done this a lot of times in previous videos, but if you're new and you haven't seen any of my stuff, this is what I'm doing. So I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so these are the 8.4 gram steel balls. This is the speed on the left, the higher numbers, and this is the equivalent joule reading. So when I was using CO2, I was hitting 250, 256 with the blue one, and 244 with this red one. And I've shaved the detent a little bit. I feel like that was probably slowing it down a little bit. So this is a different gas, but I'll see if I get the same speed or higher. So 244 or higher is what I'm looking for. 238. 238. 240. And I've had no trigger jams or no issues pulling this trigger now that I have this magnet catch in there, so it's helping. I'll see in time if it continuously keeps helping me, but right now it's smooth like butter. 242. I have 2 more shots. 244. 242. So it's consistent. It's using HPA. That's pretty much expected. 22.5 joules, definitely. I'm gonna switch over to the blue marker, and I'll see what that does. All right, you guys. I got my blue HDP50. The tank was reading about 1,000 psi. I feel like that tank always reads low, so it could have more than 1,000, but I'll see what these speeds are at. So 256 was on the CO2 with this marker and these same ammunition, and I did not mess with the detent because it was getting better numbers than the red one. So I'll see what this does. 262. So that's definitely 26.3 joules right there. So that's pretty freaking high. I didn't think I would ever see that high of a joule reading off of this marker without an extended barrel and the Z-ram chamber and all that stuff that you can do to this. 262, and I would not want to get hit by that. 256, 252, 254, 252, and I think that was the last shot. Yeah, that was the last shot. So it's still performing about the same, even though I didn't do anything to this detent and I shaved that detent. So the only thing that I'm going to have an issue with in the future is if I decide to use the aluminum rounds, which I probably won't, because now I have the detent fixed and I have the magnet catch and the trigger on this blue HDP50, the second one I just fired right now. The trigger's smooth like butter. Like there's no catching or like anything like weird happening because that magnet is in there pulling the steel ball up. I'm just gonna degas this, and it's super loud attached to the HPA tank because yeah, it's like echoing. I'm in this sort of like enclosed back patio area of my house, so all that noise is like bouncing off the wall and coming back on both sides of my ears. I don't have any earplugs in right now. Whenever I use these on the tanks, they're so loud I usually put in earplugs, but I just didn't grab them today. I think they're in this bag. They're just like right here in a little plastic thing. So yeah, I have some like foam earplugs in here. But yeah, that was interesting. HPA tank, this one puts out like 800 psi. The website said 850, so I don't know what it puts out, but right now it's reading just over yeah, just about 800 psi is left in this, so I don't have that many shots left in this tank. I'll probably just like mess around with the Tip-X or the TCR or my BB guns or something. I'll use this on that to finish off the tank. I won't be able to go to the paintball store anytime soon because I'll be busy at work and that place closes at 6 and I'm usually not home by 6 from my job. And I still have the 62 CI tank fully topped off, so that's plenty of shots. And then this guy's completely full, this 20-ounce CO2 tank, so I do have plenty of tanks to like do stuff with, but it's going to be hot this week. After I get out of work, it's probably not going to get cool till like 7:30 or 8, and then by then it's almost dark out here, and I don't want to be filming or shooting where the light's really bad or you won't be able to see a lot of stuff. But anyways, guys, that's just a quick follow-up video to the video I just put out like a few minutes ago. So have a good weekend.